You don't get a lot of high-level athletes to get that fucked up and are good. You get it in music all the time. Every album you've ever liked, I don't care what genre you're into, country, rock, hip-hop, classic, they were all getting fucking faded. All of them. All of them. All the country artists, fucking booze bags. Yeah, fucking your favorite hip-hop guy smoked weed, Beethoven, whatever, did crack. I don't know. They were all into that shit. Everybody knows that, but you know what nobody talks about? Nobody talks about how much cocaine Hitler did, and that's what I want to talk about. So, everybody knows that the whole Third Reich was on meth. They were. But Hitler was given cocaine by his personal doctor. You think Michael Jackson had a cool doctor? That was propofol to go to sleep. That's JV shit, like, put me to sleep. Hitler would wake up, and then his doctor was like, good morning, my Fuhrer, and fucking, and he was like, Jews! That's how he started his day? An 8-ball and a heart full of hatred is a wild way to get things going. So what he did, here's what I really want to know. Why am I learning this at 44? Everybody, we should be teaching this in school. Every kid should know this. You don't think that's a reasonable deterrent to cocaine? When I was a kid, they were like, don't do coke. And you go, why? And they go, that's what rock stars do. And you're like, oh, okay. You mean like Slash and Eric Clapton? Yeah, they're up till 6 a.m. shaving their bodies. Having orgies, you want to do that? And you're like, boo, no. Anybody else do coke? Yeah, Martin Scorsese and De Niro did a bunch when they made Raging Bull. Oh, you mean a cinematic masterpiece? Okay. Anybody else? Yeah, a little fella, you may have heard of him, named Adolf fucking Hitler, was doing mountains of it. And by the way, he was having the same dumb conversations your friends have. He was just having them about war. You know, he was like, we should go to Stalingrad in December. And then we'll fuck them up. And then, do you think Mussolini likes me? Yeah. Fucking lunatic. I still think it's crazy. I think it's crazy. You get used to, it's crazy that Manziel was doing that as a fucking 18-year-old, a freshman in college. Like, he was so goddamn good. You forget it, as a kid, right? I was 18 years old, I was getting fucked up too. I wasn't dominating college football. I was working at a shopping cart manufacturer. And I told them on a Tuesday, I was like, I think Friday I'm gonna quit. And they were like, all right. A lot of people do that, you can do that too. I was like, all right. You know what these nice people did at the shopping cart place? They go, okay, on Friday after work, why don't we just go to a bar, like the people from the office, and we'll just, you know, we'll just toast you, good luck. And I was like, oh, okay. So we did, we went to a bar, and they actually, the nice people at the office, they wrote like good luck cards, and they gave me t-shirts with funny phrases on them. And then one of them gave me a bottle of Jack Daniels, which in retrospect was meant to be a parting gift, like, take this with you. And I was like, I'll just drink it here at the bar. But I'm drinking out of a bottle at the bar, you know. The bartender's like, you can't do that. And I go, I can't hear you, it doesn't matter, so. If you don't drink whiskey, there's this funny thing that happens after your third or fourth swig from the bottle. Your brain actually goes, hey, there's too many lights on in here. Beep, bop, boop. And you go, I want to do bad things. I started taking people's change from the bar. I was like, that's my shit. You know, and your friend's like, why don't you calm down? You're like, why don't you calm down? And then I ended up going home with a lady who had a most unfortunate face. You think I'm being mean, but I know I'm being honest, so here we are. I blacked out, thankfully, but blacking out is terrifying. If it never happened to you, it's the worst. You wake up and you've lost time and space. I woke up, I remember I woke up looking out a window into a yard I didn't recognize. I was like, are my friends dead? That's your first thought. And then I turned back and this fucking gargoyle was here. And I audibly gasped in her face. Do you understand? Like, I'm here, and I went, like that. And she was used to it. She was like, I know. You're not the first fella to do that. You know who she looked like? She looked like Bill Belichick, the head coach of the New England Patriots. Picture him with shoulder-length brown hair, same face, same body. I was like, put the fucking hoodie on. I don't want to see this. Then I left, and I felt deep shame, as you're supposed to. You know what I learned about shame? Shame, if you don't know, thrives in secret. If you feel shame about something, you're supposed to share it, and you release the shame that you feel, right? Because if you bury it down, it just grows inside of you. So I was like, who should I tell about this? And I was like, nobody. So I ate some pizza and was like, I'm gonna die with this secret. And later that day, a friend who was at that party the night before called me. He goes, where'd you go after the bar? And I go, I went home. And he goes, did you? I go, I did. And he goes, I don't think you did. And I go, well, I did. And he goes, you didn't. I go, what are you talking about? He goes, I can tell you exactly what you did. I'm like, exactly? And he goes, exactly. I go, okay, what did I do? And he goes, dude, you fucked my aunt. And I was like, your aunt is Bill Belichick? And he was like, yes. I didn't know what to say, so I just said, I'm sorry. He goes, no, I'm sorry. He goes, I don't want to fuck any of my aunts, but she is definitely last on the list, so I switched to weed that day.